issues around APC registration and revalidation exercise and expected outcome in the Southeast. And yes, I still have my guest from last week. You remember last week we couldn't conclude due to some technical issues we had right here at the station. Well, let me just give you a quick recap. Chairman of the Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee of the All Progressive Congress (APC) and Yobe State Governor Maimuna Malabuni has described the ongoing membership registration and revalidation exercise as a constitutional provision and a strategic measure taken by the committee to give existing and new members a sense of belonging. Meanwhile, a former interim national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Chief Bisi Akande, described the exercise as indefensible aberration leading to certain ugly perception. He also described the exercise as a waste of money considering the present economic situation of the country. Here in the Southeast, the party seems to be making an inroad in spite of the fact that most of the Southeast states have since 1999 been governed by the PDP. Okay, so we have Mr. Tony Adorichukwu this morning to take a look at what's happening at the entire APC registration exercise. But before we zero in on that, I think we'll quickly have a brief chat with the SSA media to Mr. President in the person of Mr. Ajuri Ngalale. He has some information about some new package put together by the federal government. Good morning, Ajuri. Alright, Ajuri, yes, you were talking about the 100,000 Naira MSME grants from the federal government. Can you give us a clearer perspective?
Yes, absolutely. So you recall that before now, His Excellency, the Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, had designed a program we call the Survival Fund, which is intended to stimulate small business across the nation. And how it works is this is a fund that is entirely made up of grants, meaning that these are not loans. People will not have to pay this money back. They simply take the money and use it for their businesses. Now, the way it's set up is that we had done before now, we launched it in October, but the Survival Fund has about 4 or 5 components. The first component was the payroll support scheme, where we pay directly with bank transfers. We pay directly the salaries of the workers under the MSMEs who registered under the Survival Fund for a series of months. So we're paying the salaries of about 500,000 workers across 225,000 MSMEs in all states of the Federation as we speak right now. The second component is what we call the artisan and road transport workers operational grant. Now this works, we're providing one-time grant of 30,000 Naira to one man or one woman businesses that have been impacted by COVID-19. So if you are a member of the NURTW and other major unions around artisanship and road transport workers, then indeed you just register on the website www.survivalfund.gov.ng and you apply for any of the components of the program that apply to you and your members. So we have done that. So 100,000 road transport workers have been paid this grant of 30,000 Naira and 100,000 artisans have been paid this grant of 30,000 Naira across all states of the Federation. And in addition to that, we have just in the last 3 days ago, on February 9th, we have unveiled 2 new components of the Survival Fund. The first component is what we're calling the MSME grant. Because the payroll support scheme dealt with paying employees directly into their accounts, this one focuses on the owners of the MSMEs, the founders of the MSMEs.
Okay.
So we're paying the founders of the MSMEs 50,000 Naira for over 100,000 MSMEs will benefit from this. And registration is happening right now. It started on February 9th. It will close on February 16th. It is 1 week registration, meaning there are only 4 more days to register for this MSME grant of 50,000 Naira. So any MSME in any subsector, whether you're in textiles, fashion, you name it, whatever you're doing, please go to the website today, Survival Fund. 3 days ago is one we're really excited about. It's called the Guaranteed Offtake Scheme. The Vice President essentially said, look, we cannot continue to have a situation where all of these COVID-19 relief materials that we're spending so much money on, hand sanitizers for distribution, face masks for distribution, food relief packages like bread, rice, flour, spices, peanut sachet, etc. We cannot continue to be importing these items by supporting foreign companies and foreign workers. We must begin to use all of this money to empower Nigerian businesses. So under the Survival Fund, he designed what we call the Guaranteed Offtake Scheme. How it works is that all the money we're using for COVID-19 relief is now going to be channeled exclusively to Nigerian businesses. So if you have a business anywhere in this country, including in our state, if you have a business that produces any kind of COVID-19 relief material like sanitizer, face mask, bread, rice, any of these kinds of items that we can use in food relief packages, then what you will do is you go to the website, you will register your business under the Guaranteed Offtake Scheme, and then what will now happen is the federal government is going to make your company a contractor to the federal government. They are going to directly patronize your company and bulk purchase these items from your company on a sustainable basis, so that we'll be able to not just empower your company, but we'll also be able to sustain the jobs of the workers working in your company, and also put you in a position to where you can hire more workers to deal with the new demand that is created by the federal government's direct patronage of your company in terms of COVID-19 relief production and distribution. So we're really very excited about that. We're asking our people to please go today to the website survivalfund.gov.ng to enjoy those benefits. We don't care whether you support PDP, APC or nobody. We want you as a Nigerian citizen to enjoy the benefits that are due to you under this administration of President Muhammadu Buhari.
All right, Ajuri, quite a number of schemes put together by the federal government. Some people are of the opinion that it seems the federal government is pushing out so much almost immediately. How is this being monitored, and how do you allay their fears?
Absolutely. What the Vice President did, and he did it very intentionally, is he ring-fenced all of these programs to ensure that they are absolutely fraud-proof. How did we do that? First of all, he put together a steering committee made up of private sector actors. This is not a government show of just government officials. We put together the chairman of First Bank, Dr. Owoshika, amongst many others, on the steering committee overseeing the administration of this program, which was intentional on the part of the Vice President to bring professionals to steer the program's administration.
Okay.
Secondly, because all of it is ICT based, there's only one way to apply for these programs. Only one road. There's no other road. That road is www.survivalfund.gov.ng. You cannot call any big man. There's no big man who can help you. You have to go to the website to apply. Then what will now happen is once you have applied on the website, you have to provide verifiable documentation to prove the authenticity of your application. So if you are saying that you are an MSME and you have interest in a guaranteed offtake scheme, a payroll support scheme, what we require from you is you have to first provide your CAC registration documents, your tax identification number. You have to provide, of course, your bank statement, which will now prove that indeed you have paid X, Y, and Z amount of salary to X, Y, and Z amount of staff every month over a period of time. Once you have proven those things, we now said, okay, now we will pay the salaries of your workers and all of that after you have supplied the account information of your workers and all of that. So we have made sure that all of these things are ring-fenced, and you have to provide the verification required to benefit from any of these programs. You cannot just wake up and manufacture information, tell a story, and we will pay you. No, that is not how this program works.
It's all right. And what the people just need to do is to go to www.survivalfund.gov.ng.
That is correct, and I just want to add very, very quickly.
Okay.
In addition to you have the guaranteed offtake scheme, which is very important. So if you're involved in COVID-19 relief, we want you to be a contractor of the federal government, and the way to do that is to apply on this website. If you want the MSME grant of 50,000 naira, please apply today, and don't just apply for yourself. Tell your loved ones, tell your family, your friends, your kinsmen and women to also go and apply, so that everybody can be made aware. And then the last thing I want to mention is that we understand that most of these programs that I have mentioned deal deal with formal business. These are companies that have registered with CAC and gone through all the formal process. But we recognize that there's huge informal business in the country. These are MSMEs who have not registered with CAC and all of that, maybe because of finance or one reason or the other. So what the Vice President also designed in the same survival fund, you can find this on the website if you are in informal business, is what we're calling formalization support scheme. How it works is the federal government of Nigeria is going to pay for the entire 100% cost of registration with the Corporate Affairs Commission. We will walk you from beginning to end of the process with the Corporate Affairs Commission once you have registered for the formalization support scheme, so that you will now be a formal, your informal business will be made formal, so that you can participate in future interventions in terms of zero and low interest capital from the Central Bank of Nigeria, from Bank of Industry and others that have been put together under the life of this administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. So there's, whether you are informal, whether you are formal, there are so many opportunities on the Survival Fund website, survivalfund.gov.ng. Please go and apply for whichever component works for you and your business and your people. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Ajuri, the SSA Public Affairs to Mr. President.
God bless you, my brother.
Okay. Well, you've heard it. If you're interested in the guaranteed offtake or the MSME grant, or is it the artisans and roadside workers grant as well, just go to www.survivalfunds.gov.ng. Well, it's still Politics 107 right here on Darling 107.3 FM. And yes, I still have my guest, Mr. Tony. Okay, well, last week, to be precise, on this same platform, we wanted to find out how your views about the entire registration and revalidation exercise, and the fact that it's not really going down well with the entire members. Has anything changed from last week till now?
Well, Zandas, you know, if you don't plan to succeed, you simply plan to fail.
Yes.
And as I was saying last week, there is a fundamental problem. You know, the fundamental problem is that the APC in Imo State still does not have structures across line. Because as I said last week, if you want to seek for new members, you have to go out and canvass for them. Canvass people. Make people see why they should be part of your organization. So when you don't have ward executives, known ward executives, you don't have known local government executives, and there are doubts if you actually have zonal executives, it becomes a problem. Who's going to be canvassing? That's
coordinating.
one. Who's going to lift the coordination now? Okay. Because you have I have done my revalidation personally. So you have those who have been trained and who are actually who are very dedicated, from what I've seen from my local government and all that, who are very dedicated and who really are there to work. But the problem is that you are seeking for new membership. The number one problem is that the party so far is being run like an exclusive club. Right? It's being run like an exclusive club. So even those that have been there from the beginning and are willing to support the government don't even know what is going on. They are in the dark. Nobody is carrying them along. Those that actually believe in the principles of APC from formation, from when it was formed, and still believe in APC, who have never left the party, who have never gone anywhere, who have never done anything or associated in any form to doubt their membership or diminish their membership, they are in the dark. They seem to be not part of the party. They're still there as members of the party, but they don't know what is going on from the top to the down. I'm not talking about the people you call the masses now. I mean, even from the leaders of these people now, you know, to the least person. So they don't know what is going on, and they don't seem to. There is no coordination as a matter. So if you don't have coordination, if you don't have people if the party does not have the structure to go out and woo people and convince people why they should be part of their party, it becomes a problem. In civilized societies, canvassers will go house to house
to canvass, yes,
to canvass and explain to people why they should come and be part of the party. And the leaders of the people that should lead this sort of effort should be, say, from the ward executive to if there is a ladder below the ward executives, they should be the ones doing the grassroots canvassing, then local government, and then so it goes up and up and up. But when that is not there,
there's a problem.
Then there's a problem.
Okay, we hosted the CPS to the former governor, and a question was asked why the former governor has not registered in the entire exercise, and he said he doesn't want to perpetuate illegality. As a party member, what do you understand by that?
When you say why he has not registered, I don't think that is the correct question. But the point is, if we believe in our party, all we need to do is to work towards the party succeeding. So that means sometimes you have to overlook certain decisions that otherwise you could go out to actually challenge, because challenging it will lead to more division. If you say why he has not registered, I don't think is entirely correct, because the constitution of APC only requires you to register. It doesn't require you to revalidate your registration.
Yes, but why is the party revalidating?
That is why I said that in a party, a party is a group that comes together to conspire to get political power. Now, if you find bones in elementary things that the party does, you only make room for more division and more deep division. But it doesn't mean that what the person is saying, that it doesn't mean it's wrong, because the question of AP, I've done my own revalidation and I have my reasons for doing that.
Okay.
It's personal. If the former governor wants to revalidate or not, what you can say is that's why he said revalidation and registration. So it's for him to decide if he wants to revalidate or not, and but he may have his own reasons why he may choose not to revalidate. But the fundamental thing is that, as a party, what everybody should do is not to insist on their right, but to look at those factors that could propel the party towards winning. So, but at the end of the day,
all right, I think I'll hold your thoughts there. It's still Politics 107 on Darling 107.3 FM. We'll be right back right after this.
Darling FM 107.3.
Dr. Homel's advanced formula gets 21 bioactive nutrients. We go make your body strong. Kakaraka. You get hemoglobin where they use build your blood. Iberian ginseng and B complex for energy and strength. Choline for fatty liver and brain function. Omega-3 for cardiovascular disease. Plus including green tea and lycopene. If you dey pregnant, make you consult your doctor before you use them all. Every family need Dr. Homel's Obonge multivitamins and mineral supplement. E dey for liquid and tablet. Dr. Homel's smells and Nahabaya draw.
Nne, nke ị na-ebugharị silinda iburu gbada.
Maazị Ibe, ike agwụla m o. Amaghị m ebe ọzọ ga-abụ m ga-agbata gaasị nje si nri. Ndị shọ maka
Osugo nwaanyị orogwe ekpesazina maka na ndị na-eji mega gas plant awụchala ọzọ n'orogwe anyị a lee nnukwu oke n'ekwekwa bọgịrị savisi ha na-enye kara aka ha bụrụ ụzọ ha anara gị silinda gị gbajuru gị ya o jupụ m n'ọnụ ha ewere aka ha dọnyere gị ya na moto ha na-erekwazi silinda na accessories ya ma na-edozikwazi silinda mebiri emebi ngwagaba ugbu a na uhu afọmakọ dị so n'ụlọ ụka ndị Salvation Salvation Army, Orogwe, Owerri West Local Government Area of Imo State. Kibaro Kunono, Ona Karekwentia, 0913-772-0001. Mobigana website and www.regimgas.com.ng. Macheta, na inwe Regime Gas Plant Nebu Road, Niru Relief Market Owerri. Yana Warrior North Pocket Layout, Irete, Ebada Junction, Onisha Road, Owerri. Regime Mega Gas Plant. Estimate Ebri Local.
Rental hotel and suites. I'm on my way from home. Rental hotel and suites. For your luxury and comfort. Enjoy yourself with good hospital.
Mr. Charles, how was your night?
I slept like a newborn baby. It's so awesome.
Your comfort is my priority.
Thanks, Mike.
Think of home. Think of Rental Hotel and Suites.
Rental Hotel and Suite is a world-class hotel aiming at redefining the hospitality perception. Recently cleaned with exceptional services of international standard. You can get exclusive rooms of different types, world-class swimming pool, gym, ample parking slots, laundry services, internet services, conference hall, African and intercontinental dishes. And at Rental Hotel, you can get complimentary breakfast. We also have executive bar, cool bar, and we offer airport transfer. Visit Rental Hotel and Suite at Rental Roundabout, former 4040 Roundabout, New Owerri, or call 0704-984-5794. Rental Hotel and Suite. Rental Hotel and Suite, a place to be.
Good morning, everyone.
Charles Dale Memorial International School is a fully integrated boarding school admitting students both nationally and internationally. It has a standard living, learning, and recreational facilities to foster a vibrant life for the student. Committed to help every child actualize their dreams by providing an all-round qualitative education, offering a broad and balanced curriculum which is essentially an integration of the Nigerian, British, and Canadian curricula. The school currently has partnership with foreign universities in Germany, Canada, UK, and the USA. Visit our website at www.charlesdaleschool.com or call 0814-130-9816. Purchase your form now from Emerald School, 14 Chief Conleth, Anoku Street, Transabu, Owerri.
And more, visit our website today on www.flyairpeace.com.
WonderBet, huge wins from high odds all the way with the fastest payout. Take more of our winning advantages from your deserving bets on all sports, because with WonderBet, everyone can win. What about you? Visit our website on wondersbet.ng. Use promo code BETNG and get up to 200% bonus on your first deposit. Yes, 200% bonus on your first deposit. WonderBet. Bets for every taste.
Imo State Zoo and Wildlife Park, Ministry of Tourism, Creative Arts and Culture, Owerri, cordially invites the general public to a special Valentine celebration tagged When Love Leads, featuring executive zoo tour guide, live video and pictures with Baby Lion, free life transforming books distribution, local diets and drinks at the newly commissioned Elephant's Kitchen, quiz competition for couples, youth and children with lots of gifts, live games, horse ride, music and dance. Date February 13th to 14th, 2021. Time 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Venue Imo State Zoo and Wildlife Park, Nekede, Old Road, Owerri. Tickets 500 naira child, 1000 naira adult, 1500 naira couple. Note, all COVID-19 protocols should be strictly adhered to. For more inquiries, call 081-4466-4997. Welcome to one of the best animal attractions in Nigeria and the only surviving Zoo in the South.
You know me, who gang? You are moving to the switch gang. It can be with the switch gang. Right now you are moving to the switch gang. Set our gang. Retire well gang. Pension secure gang. Just switch gang. Set our Stanbic IBTC gang. Transfer window gang. Happen to life gang. One pension manager gang. Join the switch gang today.
Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
My name is Dr. Chukso Suji, OON. I'm Dr. Mrs. Mauleba. I'm Prince Maukara. I'm Barrister Dave Chisa, Winifred Jimchima. I'm Comrade F.I. Abba, retired permanent secretary. Well, I would like to be done on Valentine's Day. It's for you to be prayed for, reaching out to the needy. So join me, give us the good things to the needy. It depends on who is giving me the love. If it is the state government, you should like to pay my pension regularly, and that of other pensioners. But if it's members of my family, I would like them to prepare my favorite dish. That is the way I will know that they love me. I remember when I was in America, somebody said that the only thing the papas and the mamas get during Valentine's Day are stopping and walking stick. But that's not what I want. I want to be remembered, appreciated for what contributions have made to bring healthy society to grow. Oh, normally, my children celebrate me specially. On that special day, they normally get special gifts for their mom, and they try to express this love by bringing gifts to express their love. They give me gifts as an old man. Now my children and my partner and that's my wife. And those who claim to love me. Any special gift one wants to give to me is for the person to give it to the needy. Give me elective materials, relief materials, so that I will go to Mother Baby to go to homes of the needy and make presentation.
Remembering the older ones at Valentine. A message from 107.3 Darling FM.
Darling FM 107.3.
All right, so welcome back. It's still Politics 107 on Dial 107.3 FM, and yes, I still have Mr. Tony Odirujuku here. We're taking a look at the current exercise of the All Progressive Congress. That's the registration and revalidation exercise going on around the country. Well, Mr. Tony, you've said that it seems the whole exercise was not properly planned, and that's why it seems it's not garnering the kind of support or the success you'd expect. But from the national body, we're zeroing on the southeast now. They've made the Governor Hope Uzodinma, they've anointed him as the leader of the party in the southeast. And right now, we're here in Imo State. Are you saying that can be like a magic wand that will spur the whole exercise around so that people can probably go register or probably go revalidate their membership of the All Progressive Congress?
To anoint the governor leader of the party in the southeast, and nobody can challenge him for that position. He is the governor of Imo State, an APC governor, and it's natural, and this is, saying somebody anointed him, I don't think there's anyone to compete with him.
Okay,
that's not the point. The governor is the leader of the party in the southeast and the major stakeholder. The problem is not with Imo State. The problem is one about the timing.
The timing
and the preparation per se. And then the unfortunate situation we find ourselves today, health-wise. Now look at the timing. The election is not too long ago completed. The COVID-19 and everything had slowed down any major improvement the people would have seen from the government. As a matter of fact, a party in power, the biggest carrot, the biggest attraction of the people to the party in power is what they see the government do. So now you just finished an election, and then the COVID-19 and all the disruptions that have taken place since after the election, not much can be shown that this, and it's relatively understandable why so much or not much had been achieved up to date. So putting party registration, the validation and all that,
at this time
it is not properly timed. It's not about the governor. It's not about the governor.
Yeah, but now, surprisingly, the state is an APC state.
Whether it's an APC state or
that's
not.
on one hand. And my team, my reporters, have gone around some of the registration centers, and it seems nobody's coming out to register.
Now, when we already told people that it is a problem to gather for more than 50 people to gather at any time, we already told people that people coming together could aid infections. We already told people that stay at home unless it is absolutely necessary to go out, right? So, and when you look at all these things surrounding everything surrounding it, you know that this is not what is the factors against the success of the exercise far outweighs any factor that could make it to succeed and give you the result that you actually desire.
Yeah, but let's take it from the perspective of some other school of thought that believe that the party has not done well, both at the center and probably here in the States, and that's why people are not really enthusiastic about joining or registering with the party.
The doing well is a Nigerian thing, not a party thing. It's about all of us. I've always said it here. It's not, even if you bring up another mega party and hand it over at Nigeria, it's still the same thing. The structure is fundamentally flawed. You cannot get anything better. So it's not about APC, it's not about PDP. After all, apart from a few of us that have never crossed parties, it's about the same people. So it's not about party, it's about Nigeria as a whole. The country is fundamentally flawed. You cannot, I'm sorry, even if you bring an angel to govern Nigeria, I'm afraid the angel will most likely fail with the present superstructure we have. Nigeria is fundamentally flawed, and for any party, any person to succeed, we must go to the basics. And I've always said it, that the easiest thing to do is look at the 1963 Constitution, make necessary adjustment, and return the country back to a proper federal state. If that is not done, it's almost impossible for any party to say he's going to succeed. So, you see, Nigerians, one, they do not trust politicians generally. It's not about APC. They are tired of the failure in government. I've told you here before that every family in Nigeria is a republic.
Yes.
I've said that here before.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you build your house 100%, you drill borehole to get water, you buy generator to get light, you provide your own security. You feed yourself 100%, you have no aid at all from government. So I see governance and political activities as just a ploy by few people to corner the Commonwealth. What is common between all of us? Every family in Nigeria is supposed to be a republic. As a matter of fact, that's what it's supposed to be, and that is what it is. So it's not about APC, it's not about failure. When you say APC, it looks like the one before them succeeded, or the one before those ones succeeded, or the one before those ones succeeded. Nigeria has been, what we've had in Nigeria has been a serial failure of governance. It's not about APC, it's not about any other party. Nigeria as a state, Nigeria as a country. That is where the problem lies.
Okay, now let's look at the fact that even leaders of the party, at a loggerhead, while some are in support of this whole exercise, others are saying that, just like you mentioned, that it depends on the person's perception, that there was no need for registration and revalidation of sorts. You understand? And it's putting leaders of the party at a loggerhead, and we've seen fracas in 2 states already in the country, and people are speculating there may be more fracas. What's the way going forward?
You see, just like the superstructure. The party itself has, I don't know, as I said, is being run as an exclusive club at the moment, whether it's in the state, whether it's in the federal, whether it's the local government, or even the ward. So
is it because it's a conglomerate of the various political parties coming together, or is that what those who are probably lucky to be leaders within various level of the party are trying to do with what they've been able to achieve?
It's just because those that find themselves in the corridors of power, right? They suffer. Most of them suffer from the distance of power. They actually, most of them, when those in the corridors of power, those in charge, have decided to take it that those that are not in power do not matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even mean anything what effort those people contributed towards their being in power. For them, as long as they're in power, that's just the reason. The point is that when the party set up a reconciliation committee, that reconciliation committee either were misled or did not actually do their job or pretended to have done their job. For instance, a reconciliation committee was set up, and in a state like Imo, where we had a very sharp divisions in the party leading up to 2019 election, I cannot remember any reconciliation committee visiting Imo State, for instance. Right? So, and you don't wish those things away. You don't wish it away. The point is that there has not been genuine effort at reconciling the various factions in the party, whether it's at the center, at the state, at the local government, at the wards. There are still divisions, and if you try on your own to even try to find a way to reconcile, either one faction will declare you persona non grata, or the other faction will declare you persona. So there is no genuine, honest attempt. There has been no genuine, honest attempt to reconcile.
Even when the National Working Committee, the Interim National Working Committee, urged members to withdraw all the cases in court and let it be handled as a family affair. Is that not genuine enough?
The point is that was, as good as that may sound, but that in itself was not really the best of moves. Because before you tell people to withdraw, this is not a military government. People have a right to seek for judicial review of actions and associations and things that affect them. So the only way you can stop judicial review is to do what? To sit down on a round table and find a way to resolve issues.
Will that not be time consuming? Bearing in mind that Nigeria is a very large country.
No, you don't. Number one, let's see. Problem with us that we live in denial. We deny the realities. When you have divisions, you say you don't have divisions. When you have factions, you say you don't have factions. But they are there, and they are very manifest. All you need to do, and to be very frank with you, I don't think we need a lot to resolve these issues, because the number one is that if you are Zandas, let me recognize you as Zandas. Let me not tell you are somebody like Zandas. That's just it. If I provide you a ladder to stand on, don't stand over, don't go across and then just pretend that there was no ladder you stood on. It doesn't work like that. And we have to believe in building structures. The party, whether at the ward level, local government, state, zone, we have to actually believe that we must build political structures. We must put effort in it. We must invest in them. You don't think you can build a structure without investing in it. You investing does not necessarily mean you have to throw money around. No. You have to put in time. You have to be seen with your people. You have to show concern and show dedication to a structure that you're building. You have to expand it. If you have every politician has an immediate constituency, which you can call his personal structure. But when you go from there and become something bigger, become maybe a councillor, the entire council the entire members of your council becomes your subject, and you treat them as such. And even inside the party, you usually have intra-party squabbles. It doesn't mean that the party is destroyed. No, you must be able to manage people with different ideas, with different orientations, with the point that you are focused, that you are progressive, and that you capture power. You are going to govern in a progressive manner. You must be able to manage to bring these different aspects of human thinking together. You cannot, when there is any sign of dissent, you treat it as maybe the person is an enemy. No, because the dissent could actually help you, could be healthy for what you're going to do. Okay. So before you ask me to withdraw matters in court, which personally I believe that those partymen should abide by what the party decides. But you can see that did not solve the problem. There are still cases in court. Yeah. In Imo State, for instance, you still have a faction in court they have actually gone to court again against the validation and registration exercise. So if and these are people that you could have you know where to touch and they will calm down. So all you needed to do was to make sure nobody, although nobody is indispensable anyway, but at least you have to make effort, because this is politics is a game of come, let us go. Everybody has to. The more, the merrier.
All right, it's still Politics 107 at this juncture. Let's take you through Politics 107 news flakes, and it's here that it says the Imo State chapter of the People's Democratic Party and the All Progressive Grand Alliance have criticized the State House of Assembly for approving Governor Hope Uzodinma's loan request. The Speaker, Paul Emeziam, during plenary on Tuesday announced that the loan request by the executive was approved by the legislature in an executive session. Emeziam explained at the plenary that the lawmakers gave go-ahead for the loan approval on the condition that for the state government to discount the 13% derivation funds accruable to the state from the excess crude account from Fidelity Bank. He explained that the interest rate for the facility will be 7% per annum. According to him, the loan is payable within 36 months. All right. Meanwhile, the Speaker of the Imo State House of Assembly, Paul Emeziam, has called for continued support from residents of the state for the All Progressive Congress. Emeziam made the call while addressing journalists at the party secretariat along Owerri-Okigwe Expressway as part of activities marking the membership registration and revalidation of the party. He thanked Governor Hope Uzodinma for his people-oriented leadership while urging the electorate to identify with the party so as to gain the dividends of democracy. Also speaking, chairman of the party, Prince Ilemibu, expressed satisfaction with the height of progress and political breakthrough so far recorded in APC under his watch, even as he promised to ensure that many more Imolites are registered. Okay, and the All Progressive Congress chairman in Anambra State, Fifth AGDK, says Igbos can produce President Muhammadu Buhari's successor in 2023. He said this was possible if the people of the Southeast moved into the APC en masse. AGDK spoke when a former police DIG, Celestine Okeke, joined the party at his polling units in Oka. And finally, Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi of Enugu State has sworn in Anthony Ugochukwu and George Obiorani as members of the Enugu State Independent Electoral Commission. Swearing in the new members of ENSEC, Governor Ugwuanyi, represented by his deputy, Cecilia Ezilo, disclosed that they were appointed to fill the vacuum created as a result of expiration of the tenure of two former members of the commission. The governor expressed confidence that the state will benefit from the wealth of experience of its new members to further take the Enugu State Independent Electoral Commission to enviable heights in conducting credible, peaceful, and transparent local government elections. That's the much we can take from our news flakes at this juncture. You can be part of the program. You can call 0815-050-1073. Let's see who our first caller is. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, Prince. Go ahead, Prince. Go ahead.
Good morning, Prince.
It's unfortunate, very, very unfortunate that the people like you belong to this anti-people Congress. It's a pity. Very, very pitiful. The people who are very understandable like you can be found in their food. Because you have already said it, that there is no difference between the anti-people
Yes.
is that the majority of us are gullible. One of the reporters there, the man who gives the Igbo review program of French, says,
Okay,
that is the problem with this country, because our people are gullible. That's why, whoever is in power, our people follow him sheepishly, and people behave as if others is not good to school with them. In our better crimes, like our guest said that, you only register, you don't revalidate. You either, if you know you don't belong that case, you either resign or you are expelled. You have to pass that. You don't revalidate. When you are doubting my membership, you either ask me to resign or you expel me.
All right.
In this country, but I'm not surprised because the head of state told us in their last next meeting before they were dissolved that he can afford the miracle. And we are seeing recklessness in all they are doing. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, I think Chief Prince Okpara is towing your line. Let's squeeze in another one so that you can react at with the two immediately. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Yes.
Good morning.
All right, Friday, go ahead.
This one, I'm not happy with you this morning, Zandas. This one, just come and put your music for your background. Yeah, just come up your head. Just expand. We don't hear anything, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We sorted that out. It was an oversight. All right. Okay.
So, what I want to tell you is this. Our guests, they are said all. Although for the beginning, it sounds bitter, and the second one comes out with I'm happy with you. For this government, even though they come for this Nigeria to this country, you will make a mistake. And that will touch me. That will touch me a lot. Which means there's no hope for common man like me. There's no hope for common man like me. Because this country, called Nigeria, that's of Africa. We are struggling ourselves to eat. Get that in a day. It's just something for this country. Talk of fuel issue. That one is normal. I want to please, I said, oh yeah, for me not to eat myself, I'm scared to eat because I'm confused. Anything to come for this country, to come out of this country. There's no hope for this country for nothing. For NPC to come and register. And I'm planning to anybody that enters NPC will give them one. I mean, this is not a threat. Okeke cannot come into NPC for Christ's sake. This is a party. No individual will come out and assist us. Make it easy for masses for this country. That was the reason I'm not about party anymore against this country. They are very Nigerian. We know all this. Last night, they are doing here. People to come and enter for APC party. They identify them. They identify people. So please, we are looking for way forward for this country. Where is the way forward? Please, our guests, tell us. What can we way forward?
All right, let him tell you Friday, please. All right, that politicians or political parties failed us, and they are looking for a messiah. What's the way?
Darling FM.
Okay,
107.3.
In accordance with the Nigeria Communications Commission, NCC's mandate to link every phone number to the user's national identification number (NIN), 9Mobile as your network of choice is making the exercise nice and easy. Simply dial *996#, verify and link your NIN. Better still, you can visit www.9mobile.com.ng/NIN to do the same. Remember, a stitching time saves all the 9Mobile benefits you've always enjoyed, so hurry now.
Make your life better with BBC News Pidgin. To get better for this world, you suppose know wetin dey. Make better tori ginger you from your domot to the whole world. Because when you see every for the world, anything dey possible. Make your life better. Search for BBC News Pidgin.
Darling Valentine Special.
When you tell me that you love me.
Tune in on Sunday, February 14th on 107.3 Darling FM for love songs and talk time about love. Not just for the young lovers, but also for our elders. You can also send special Valentine messages to your loved ones from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Happy Valentine's Day to you, my darling. Happy festive season, my people. Better Life Estate. Better Life Estate don't come again, yo. Them talk say you fit secure your future with the land plots for anywhere with Better Life Estate. Them locate. So you know, say you fit buy premium land plot at Blossom Layout Estate. We say now 1.5 million naira only per plot. And if you want to pay your money small by small, you go pay 1.7 million naira over 6 months. This land locate for 3 minutes drive from Afu Junction along Port Harcourt to Owerri Express Road, and for Better Life Royal Estate, that one locate for 3 minutes drive from Futo Junction along Umuokene Express Road, Imo State. And now 1 million naira only per plot, or pay 1.2 million naira. We go fit pay small for over 6 months. Secure your future today, with Better Life Estate. Better Life Estate office day for kilometer 8 Futo Junction, Obinze along Port Harcourt to Owerri Express Road, Imo State, or our office with day immediately after St. Helens Catholic Church, Akara bus stop, Irete along Onitsha Express Road, Imo State. For more to make an call Better Life Estate today on 0903-0205-606 or 0702-551-6369. Better Life Estate. You self must become landlord.
Stanbic IBTC gang. Okay, happen to life gang. Set I want your pension of Lagos. You know me, who gang? You are moving to the switch gang. It can be with the switch gang. Right now you are moving to the switch gang. This gang is the switch gang. Switch now, make you check am. Your pension go sure, make I no lie. Cause I pick IBTC if you want try. Transfer with the short, so no door. How you go come no if you no try? No confirm account with the no sign. Pension manager we go show you die. Set I want gang. Retire well gang. Pension secure gang. Just switch gang. Set I want Stanbic IBTC gang. Transfer window gang. Happen to life gang. One pension manager gang. Join the switch gang today.
Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
Smile Foundation Ministry cordially invites all the young men and young ladies in Obibiezina and environs to the 2-day joint Valentine Bash of Smile of the Damsel and Manpower. Dates: Saturday 13th February 2021 and Sunday 14th February 2021. Time 3 p.m. each of the days. Venue: Senator Eza Joku's Place, Ameze, Obibiezina. Note: it's an open air event and all COVID protocols as required by law will be strictly adhered to. Everyone must come with their mask. Engineer Mrs. Chinwe Ajoku, lead coordinator.
Darling FM 107.3.
All right, so welcome back. Yes, I don't know. Let me squeeze in this call and you just react to all of them. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Zandas.
Yes, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is Eddie. I'm calling from Onitsha Road.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Eddie.
So about this APC registration, I can't believe that after all this and what we are passing in the hands of these people will have the temerity to come out to canvass for another people to come to register with them. And however, it shows however now. After all these things, these people have the iPhone 3 to register with them. I don't know who teach them. These people go and sit down at the reshuffle themselves. People are not happy with them at all. And how they said about the COVID-19 coming together and all this stuff. And they are still conversing for people to come together, maybe come in mass and cluster one person and start registering with their party. Madonna, how much we have our offer?
All right. Wow. Okay, so Mr. T, how do you react to all of these reactions?
First and foremost, let me start with the last one.
Okay.
You can only change something from the inside, and part of changing the narrative in Nigeria is going into the inside,
and that's joining the political party.
That means joining the political party.
Okay.
And if you don't join the party, if you don't join a party, especially the party, what our narrative is here today, I would speak for my own party. I will advise that we change from the inside. So join the APC At the flag off of the registration in my local government, provisions, efforts have been made to provide face masks and all that. So let's try to join the party and change our situation from the inside. On about what to do about Nigeria, just as the problem is very difficult, the solution is also very difficult. If I have my way, I will start from the local governments. I will ask people to, at the end of each month, at the beginning of each month, to go to their local government and ask whoever is in charge how much has been allocated to local government, what is doing with it. Start from the local government. Start to hold everybody that occupies public office to account for the resources allocated to him. If he's not getting money, let him say he's not getting money. If he's getting money, let him tell us what he's doing with it. They can't be saying they're not getting money and their lifestyles change. They have new cars, build new houses, and acquire properties. Nobody's against anybody acquiring anything. But if you're getting money, work for the people with the money. So we can actually start from our local government. At the end of each month or the beginning of the new month, let us have our youths responsibly and peacefully demand from those who are in charge of our resources at local government, what did you do with the money that came to our local government in the last month? Let us start to hold them to account from there. From there, we now deal with those at the House of Assembly, and gradually we'll go up. But if we just sit down and do nothing, definitely to continue the way it's going.
All right, and quickly before I let you go, what would you advise leaders to ensure that probably the people can have belief in the party and probably come out to register?
It's not about the leaders, it's about the people.
Okay, the people, right.
So let the people believe in themselves and ensure that they take those actions that will enable them make the change from the inside. Because nobody gives up a political advantage. If you want to depend on the leaders, they may not be interested actually in you being part of what is going on. So be interested, go today. If, as I will advise, you want to join the party, go and join, register your name with APC. Even if you don't like the leader that are there now, they cannot be there forever. So go and register so that we have opportunity to make a change from the inside.
All right. Well, on that note, I think we'll call it a day here. Thank you very much, Mr. Tony Odirichukwu, for your time on Politics 107 on Darling 107.3 FM. That's the much.
Thank you, Zandas.
All right, that's the much we can take. It's been Politics 107 on 107.3 Darling FM. Let's do it again on Friday next week with another wonderful edition of the show. I am Zandas, Okeke Otiwa. Do have yourself a lovely weekend and keep listening to